Hello, this is Dr. Garret Castleberry, Associate Professor and Program Director of Communication, Media, and Ethics, Mid-America Christian University. I also serve as the Chair of the Adult School of Arts and Sciences at MACU. And in this role, I am helping to communicate a brief announcement regarding our upcoming course cycle in the fall semester. If you've been teaching at MACU for very long, you know that frequently our online adult school courses overlap with holidays. And as we have many holiday seasons in the U.S. in particular, we have to keep that on our radar. And so this particular upcoming course cycle will coincide with multiple holidays. And in fact, week one begins the week of Thanksgiving. What? And so I'm here to offer some encouragement and potential advice for how we can enhance our classroom experience despite these temporal challenges that we likely face. Let's face it, people. The week of Thanksgiving is a busy time, and it's going to be a busy time whether we're in a pandemic or practicing life business as usual. So let's keep that in mind as we plan for kicking off a new wave of courses on Thanksgiving week. I think the best way we can plan is to think about what we're now calling week 0. All right. And so if week 1 is when you kick off a course, week 0 is when you start to change your mindset, get the preparations in order to begin a course and potentially send out advanced communication to those students. All right. And so my question for you is, what are you doing in week 0? And how can you utilize week 0 to put a strategy together that's going to position the students in your classes and yourself into a positive situation so that we can succeed in this course cycle rather than succumb to the burden of a busy schedule. So let's talk solutions here. Let's look forward. I think solutions in week 1 would be suspending midweek deadlines. All right, midweek's going to be Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and what's one of the busiest travel days of the year, this Saturday after Thanksgiving. Oftentimes, maybe families are even doing things like decorating their houses or putting up lights, putting up trees. Maybe even, carryover shopping. And so let's anticipate that. Now, our students, they're adults and they're in college by their own choice. And we absolutely can appreciate that standard and hold them to a high standard. But let's also consider the human aspects here. Solutions to understanding it's a combustible week. Perhaps having your discussion, if not video discussion, as some of our classes do, not simply ready to go on maybe Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday of the week if you're falling behind, but earlier, send it out the weekend before. Give your students the benefit of the doubt to get a head start so that maybe those discussions the initial post can take place on Tuesday night, if not Wednesday. And it gives that time for people to come back to it by the end of the weekend. So let's also look at being generous with discussion penalties in week 1. I think week 1 goals should still be instilled, right? Should still maintain, whether we're commenting on Sunday night or at worst Mondays. It's a forgivable time of year. So keep that in mind. Simply that week 1 is a hectic week. And so how do we plan around it? I think being flexible on deadlines is crucial. That give and take with students. And let's talk about why. Because here's the second part of that. Coming out of Thanksgiving week, we will move this course cycle along But when we get to the end, there's going to be that break again before the major double holiday season, right? You have your, at least in terms of formal dates, Christmas holiday season up through New Year's, and usually the university has a closed period in that window. And so a couple of things happen. It's close because we not only are we kind of vacationing, spending time, celebrating these holidays with our own friends and family, but we understand. So is the student body, and that's in addition to those of us that are always working, that have work schedules. So there will be that window of time added later where they could potentially continue to catch up on work. In the meantime, we can help plant those seeds, right? Help them understand there's opportunities, more opportunities than usual in a 5-week cycle to be able to get everything done. And you know what? Let's do everything we can to challenge and encourage our students. And here's why. Because we are up against an enormous, tumultuous season and year in some realistic ways, and then maybe in some just figurative or psychological ways. And I don't know about you, but many of us can't wait to be able to hit that reset button in 2021 and come in fresh, ready to execute some amazing ideas and tackle some important challenges in the coming year. And so let's do our best to kind of champion students through this upcoming course cycle and offer them a robust customer experience that they are going to remember and help them cherish their investment in our university system. So thank you, and I look forward to teaching with you all at MACU.